Yeah.
Culture swap.
Swap my culture, which is what it was initially called. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Didn't realise that until I listened back.
What did you think it was called?
Culture swap. In the first episode, we never call it culture swap. We call it swap my culture.
That's true.
I
see what you're saying now. Sorry,
Yeah.
I got completely confused and sort of zoned you out. It's because now we say culture swap, swap my culture. So when you just repeated swap my culture and then said that was the original name, I just thought you meant culture swap.
No,
okay.
yeah, it was just...
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
There were a couple of things like that, Liam. A couple of things like that.
The little music cues that split up the sections, that lasted not very long.
Nope. The fact that I don't say welcome to Nerd on Nerd, I say welcome to the Nerd on Nerd podcast.
Yeah?
And that was weird to me, because I remember back then being like, what the fuck do I say at the beginning?
Yeah.
And then forgetting what I used to say, so I think that's why it's now what it is. It's because I forgot that was the intro.
I think so. So, listeners, just to warn you, there's going to be spoilers.
If you haven't listened to Nerd on Nerd episode 1, don't worry about it. We're reviewing our first-ish attempt at doing this podcast.
Yeah.
It's the first episode in this feed that you are currently listening to us.
Yeah. It's called a Fleshlight.
Yep. One of our... For years, that's how we told you how to find us on YouTube. Nerd on Nerd, it's called a Fleshlight.
Yep.
This is that episode.
Yeah, this is I think we set a tone, and I don't think we've necessarily stuck to that tone.
No, I would say that the first episode of Nerd on Nerd is a different kettle of fish to what Nerd on Nerd currently is.
Yeah, I'd be curious to figure out at what point it started turning.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I think the first few episodes were like this.
I like this.
Another fun fact, initially not numbered.
No, until I think episode 6 or 5 is the first one that got a number.
Because I think you had this lovely idea that we wouldn't number our episodes because you didn't want to make it that easy on the listener. There was some logic to it. Yeah, sure. That was just ridiculous, and I
think it was just that some podcasts don't number their episodes.
Yeah, well,
but then others do.
I'm
and
pleased
then we were like,
we're ones that do.
Should.
Yeah. It makes life easier. So I think what our listeners really want to hear is how the experience of listening to this episode was for you.
Bad.
Because things have changed.
Didn't like it.
There have been some changes.
Listeners, I'm assuming not many of you are trans yourselves. So, some of you, to be fair, understood immediately that this was not going to be good. And probably quicker than I did, because I hadn't really thought it through when I suggested this.
No.
I think at the end of the episode I was talking to you and was like, this is going to be really awkward and I don't think I should have done this.
Yes.
Because I don't want to hear, to be fair, only half an hour, but it's half an hour of me referring to myself by the wrong name, my friend referring to me with the wrong name, and then I also didn't realise how heavily we talk about sexuality, facial hair, all things that make me uncomfortable for different reasons. Facial hair makes me uncomfortable because I don't like the fact that I had it for so long, and it was a sign that I was just in so much denial.
Yeah, it was also such a such a strong identifier of yours at that time.
Yeah, I was known as the person with a beard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The sexuality thing makes me uncomfortable because it feels almost wrong of us. I think we were walking a very dangerous line of being offensive, right? And I don't think I realised how close we were to it at the time, which is...
No, I...
Because we are... I know we joke about it in the episode of being like... I think I at one point am like, there's nothing wrong with being gay, but it's part of the joke that I say that. And I was like, this is kind of bad. I don't like it.
It's interesting listening back to it because a lot of the episode was, in some respects, me sort of picking on you. I think what happened, right, is I was quite nervous with the first recording.
I think we both were.
Yeah. And my way of dealing with that was to just make the experience worse for you so it would feel better for me.
Yes, which is one of Liam's tactics to life.
And to do that, I basically just picked on you and tried to get you to go with things that weren't necessarily true and tried to craft these little word mazes for you to get stuck in.
Yeah.
Which I actually think is one of the better parts of the episode for me, listening back. I was still chuckling along, but I also see how problematic it is.
I think it was problematic. I think it's just the fact that the implication of what we are saying in that episode.
What do you mean?
Well, it leans heavily towards the because there is nothing wrong with being gay. And I think that's the problem, is that we were still doing that childish thing of like what you'd imagine kids doing, where they're like, "Oh, you're gay," and the other kid's like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." So I think both. I'm not saying like you were in the wrong. I'm saying both of us were.
Oh, yeah.
We were both doing it.
Yeah.
And the irony of it is, I am pansexual, so I'd fuck a guy, I'd fuck a girl. It's all good.
Yeah.
So the irony of me saying in that episode, I'm not interested in guys, is not lost on me, listeners.
No, I think, there's a lot of stuff that we discuss in that episode. Like, there's one bit where I say, "What's wrong with your eyes?"
Yes. Oh fuck! I now that you've said that, I remember you saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's.
My God, Do you think that everything that has happened to us is karma for episode 1 of Nerd on Nerd?
I don't even know if it's necessarily just karma for episode 1. I think it might be just karma for how we've lived our lives up to this point.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Shit.
It was also interesting listening back to us discussing things like Charlie Sheen and Shia LaBeouf.
I'd forgotten that I watched his live stream. Like, I remember the film thing.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten I even watched it until I started talking about it in the episode, and I was like, oh yeah, I did sit and watch a bunch of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you was a new person coming to Nerd on Nerd for the first time, episode 1 would be a horrible place to start.
Yeah, if any of you recommend us to other people,
don't start with episode 1.
Yeah, say to them, don't start with episode 1.
Yeah.
They hadn't figured it. I think there are podcasts that exist that in their first episode have pre-planned, know what they're doing, and they get it pretty close.
Yeah.
They'll change over time, like everyone does.
Yeah.
But what we did, that I think was not the right way of doing it, although it was a very nerd on nerd way of doing it, is be completely unprepared for it. We knew vaguely what we were doing. Like culture swaps there.
Yeah.
We don't do it because we're getting ready for the next week. That's planning. We planned that.
Yes.
But the rest of it just sort of happened.
Yeah. I think that's... Each episode, like I said earlier, each episode of this is a happy accident.
Oh yeah, completely.
Sometimes it's an unhappy accident.
Yes.
It's always an accident.
Yeah. This is never deliberate.
No. Like, us sitting down and recording, that's deliberate. But we never plan what's going to come out of our mouths.
No, yeah, there is no episode plan. Like, I know there are podcasts that have, like, show notes that they get ready.
We
like,
don't.
That sounds lovely, but we don't do it.
Hence why I found it so hilarious that Jason referred to that episode as being crafted.
Yeah. Because I don't even think I wrote down, like, anything for...
I think I maybe wrote down some questions, because you were like, oh, think of some questions to ask me.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I was prepared for... I didn't sit down and go, what's the correct answer to all this stuff? I don't think.
No, I think... we wanted it to be more spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
That's the word. See?
If we had show notes.
So, are there any parts of the episode that you think are good?
There are genuinely points where I chuckled. Had a little laugh.
There's one bit that maybe is the best joke we've had so far in Nerd on Nerd.
Is it the bit where you burn me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh fuck! What do I say?
I give you the definition of a geek as someone that bites the heads off of chickens in a circus, and you say, "So what's the definition of a nerd then?" And I, quick as a flash, zing you with a
It was
you.
very quick. It was a very quick burn.
Yeah.
And it is good. I laughed at that. That was quite funny.
I think that's probably the highlight. I did enjoy listening to the stuff I was talking about Charlie Sheen and Shia LaBeouf. It was interesting because we discussed in the first episode how we'd never do a Nerd News thing, which then became a part of the show for, I think, a 6-episode run, and then we ditched it because it was too much prep. Yeah.
It's very... That's what the first episode is to me. It's interesting, like, ignoring all the stuff, because I want people to know I didn't hate it as much as I was worried I was going to. I didn't enjoy, like I was saying, the bits like having my dead name on there all the time is awkward for me and feels weird now because people don't call me that. So like,
no,
it is weird to hear it.
I guess like, can you
constantly.
Almost when I'm saying it, can you disassociate? But when you hear yourself saying it,
it's weird. I think it's weirder when I say it because I don't say it anymore. I think in the time since I changed my name, I've said it once by accident. Yeah. And it was horrible. I was like, fuck, I've just dead named myself, which is like the worst thing. So listening to an episode where I am just doing it. Yeah. Even though at the time I didn't know, in air quotes. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. But aside from all that, I do think it's interesting to hear it because I think it showed me, at least, I genuinely think we've got better. Because
I
think we're better at the whole thing.
I'm not sure. I tweeted this to Amanda. I'm not sure because, right, I think in the first episode, while we don't necessarily have a particularly great success rate, I think we're trying to be funnier and entertaining in it. Like, to me, when I listen back to it, it sounds like we're both trying. Whereas now...
I don't like that. But this is my personal opinion of what the Nerd on Nerd like feel that we have going on. I like the fact that this show is legitimately me and you talking to each other, how we talk to each other in real life.
Yeah.
Like,
we stopped
this isn't
trying.
put on. Yeah, whereas back then, there are definitely points where, like, we are clearly going for a joke.
Yeah.
Or, like, we've sort of, oh, yeah, this bit will be funny, this is what we'll do.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that style of comedy, it works for some people, but I don't like doing it.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is
so,
easier.
Like, I think we've maybe it's not that we've gotten better, we've got different, and we figured out how we work.
Yeah.
Especially on Nerd.
Yeah. One thing, there used to be a running joke where every episode you try and slip in that I was a dickhead, which started in that episode. Do you remember that?
I do.
I don't remember when that stopped.
No, it just sort of got phased out. I used to just mutter it into the mic sometimes.
Yeah, and then if I was editing, I could just remove that bit.
Yeah.
Which,
fun fact, listeners, this episode was edited by Liam, the first one.
I think like the first...
I think 6?
Yeah, I want to say so, yeah. And then we were alternating for a while.
You did. Then we started alternating, and you always complained. You were like, well, I did the first 6, so you've got to catch up. And then I became the only editor of the show.
Yep. But I handle the YouTube now, so...
Yeah,
it's all good.
So yeah, Liam's list of responsibility, he had to add... This is the only reason he's doing this stupid YouTube thing, is because his list of responsibilities is social media.
Yeah.
Which I don't like doing, so he does it. Which I'm fine with.
I'd
be fine with that being
I'm not
split.
good at doing it either.
But I think that he feels bad when he misses it for like a week. Liam will be like, oh fuck, I didn't really tweet anything. So then I think he feels bad, feels like he's not doing enough, so has started doing YouTube.
Yeah, so in all honesty,
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not good at social media. The one of the main reasons for doing YouTube is to make doing social media easier. Because in my mind, I'm like, right, I can just tweet out links to videos that will be easier than tweeting out like timestamps to episodes and stuff. But I'll be honest, when I started this project of doing all of our backlog onto YouTube, I was not prepared for how long it would take.
No, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and also how much of a constant struggle it is. Because, right, before I went to Canada in like March of this year, I got to an unprecedented 3-episode head start, right? Ever since coming back from that, I have constantly been just struggling to keep up to date with the episodes, where like I'll be a week ahead always, but never any more than that.
You don't make any ground.
No. And it's difficult.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm hoping with the Christmas break coming up, I'm going to be able to try and get that head start back, which would be nice.
And then just don't go on holiday next year.
Yeah. The other issue we've got is the last 2 episodes are both guest ones. The one with Lee that I've just edited, right, which went on nearly 3 hours.
Yeah, that's a long one.
There's something like 15 videos going up on YouTube next week because, you know, when we do like the film reviews and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
There were 10 things that we covered in total in that episode.
Oh, can you imagine if someone back then had imposed a limit of 3 a week on you? You'd have had such an easy time. You would have had such an easier time doing this. And yet you are the most anti my rule.
I reviewed 5 things, Lee reviewed 4, and you reviewed a book.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I'm getting there. I'm currently editing the Zack Attack episode. So I've had 2 like episodes that went on over 2 hours back to back to edit. Yeah. I was up till 5 a.m. this morning because last night it got to like 2 a.m. and I was quite sleepy. I was like, no, I want to start. And then I woke up and I like woke back up sort of thing and got to like 5 a.m. and was like, oh, I should probably go to bed now. I've still only
you went to bed at 2?
No. I started editing at 2, but I was sleepy.
But then you woke back up.
So I was like really sleepy, like for ages.
Yeah.
And then I started editing and I started, like got like a second wind.
Yeah.
So I woke up.
Right, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Sorry,
I thought you went, I'm going to start editing, then fell asleep at your desk, and then woke up and went, it's 5 o'clock.
No. So yeah, I ended up editing until 5, and I'm only up to like the start of housekeeping. So it takes that long to do half an episode, essentially. But I am also fascinated at every day I check our YouTube stats. Because, right, so you had this opinion, and I think it was right, that who's going to be interested in the old stuff because it's no longer relevant.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, like, most weeks, I'll upload maybe, like, on average, say 7 videos throughout the week. Maybe 2 of them will get 1 view each.
Yeah.
But when you look at our stats, somehow people are finding our old videos and watching the hell out of them. This week, the popular video was our Culture Swap with Dan, where we talk about Ren and Stimpy.
Weird.
Yeah, and I'm just fascinated at watching how this, like, weird YouTube channel experiment is slowly starting to snowball, but not in a way that I was expecting.
Yeah, it's just all our old content.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We're getting off topic, Liam.
Back to Culture Swap. So,
what did you like about the episode, other than the joke?
yeah. I did like... I found it funny when I was trying to, like, twist your words.
Sure.
I thought that was very amusing. Very immature, don't get me wrong.
I think it's immature, and I think it's problematic.
Yeah, both of those things. After listening back, I kind of see why Jason maybe didn't tweet us, because I imagine someone like Jason, who is quite intelligent, probably listened to an episode like that and was just like, the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It's not a terrible episode, it's just so different to what we do now.
Yeah. I think if people are going back and listening to that, they would be shocked if they then jumped to the most recent stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
I think they'd be like, what the fuck, this show's completely different to what it was.
Yeah. And some might say better. Yeah, I think, it's different. I did like that we tried.
That's such a weird thing for you to like. We still try. You're making it sound like we don't try anymore.
No. I liked the little musical cues.
Oh, yeah. My favourite one is the one you pointed out 10 minutes in, where just a random sting happens for no reason.
In the background. I don't know how it slipped in there.
The thing is, I've noticed it before, and you said to Amanda in one of your tweets, I don't know how that got there. I didn't even notice it or something. I distinctly remember me telling you about it at the time, and you just being like, nothing I can do about it. So you did know about it, you just didn't want to fix it. Because since then, we have fixed episodes before where something was wrong. Like, we've accidentally uploaded full silent episodes, and that has then been fixed. It's just the fact that you didn't know how to fix it, and you couldn't be bothered to find out.
Yeah. I don't know how it happened.
It's such a weird thing to be. I don't know how you did it.
No.
It's also, this is a fun fact for listeners, and this is not me insulting you. Since that episode, we discovered a feature in Audacity, which is called Truncate Silence. Because this is going to shock you, listeners. Sometimes me and Liam don't flow as well as we sound on the episode. Yeah. Sometimes there are gaps of silence, and Audacity has a tool that just removes them if they're too big. You put in like, if it's above this size, cut it down to this size if it's all silent. Back then, we didn't know that was a thing. So Liam, I think I did it on a couple of episodes as well.
Yeah.
Or I might have figured it out immediately on the first one I had to edit, because I was like, fuck doing this.
Yeah.
But Liam used to manually go through and try to remove those silences.
Yeah, and just try to like add more of a flow, because obviously we're recording over the internet, so there's sometimes just a natural like disconnect there, just from like lag and stuff, and so because this would have been before the clap syncs, right? Yeah.
It
was editing took a long time until we figured out the truncate silence. I also think now we just naturally flow better with the conversations
definitely.
And stuff. So the editing is probably easier now, but you still reckon you take like ages doing it and moan about it, so
it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You just don't know anymore because you don't have to edit them the way I do.
No, I have a different load of
the
work.
The last fucking episode there was something that happened where I was like, I need to remember this because this is the example. Because I was sitting there and I was like, why is it taking me so long?
Yeah.
And then as I was doing the last episode, I did something and I was like, this is why. It's fixing things like this. And I can't fucking remember what it was. But at the time I was like, remember this so I can say to Liam, this is the reason it takes me so long.
And then
because it's hours. It is hours of me editing, and it's longer than the episode is, and all that jazz.
Well, it's always going to be at a minimum the length of the episode because you have to listen to the whole episode.
Yeah, and I estimate it maybe as double that.
Yeah,
double the original recording length would be my guess.
In a perfect world, we would record. You do truncate silence. You'd listen through, done. But I think
we don't. We have shit we have to cut.
Yeah,
and so And this isn't me insulting Liam as the original editor, because this is before either of us had done really any editing. Like, Liam had done a little bit of audio editing.
Not much.
No, like 3 things.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
But it's noticeable that it's being edited, is my thing. And I do that sometimes. I will listen back to a bit and I'm like, you know what, there's no way I can fix this to make it sound like I didn't edit something out. So I get it. There were definitely a couple of points in there where I was like, Liam cut out a chunk of something here and we're just dropping into the middle of something.
Yeah.
And that's not, I'm not trying to criticise you, because I made you edit those episodes.
That is true. Yeah. I know. Considering, I think editing it the way I was editing it, it came out okay.
Oh, yeah. When you factor in that Liam was probably spending hours and hours manually cutting out silence, I totally get why it's a little bit sloppier when it comes to those sort of bits.
Yeah. Another thing, how neither of us realised that flesh tube was not the right word.
No.
Like, I even describe it as I say at one point, imagine a flashlight. Still doesn't register to me that
it's called Fleshlight.
Yeah, not flesh tube.
It's it's amazing listening to that, because like, obviously it's called a Fleshlight. The fact that that's one of our like old, this is how you find us on YouTube's.
Yeah,
it's such a common, like, I know that it's called a Fleshlight is a nerd on nerd thing to me.
Yeah,
right. But listening to the origin of where that comes from, which is not us in the episode being like, I think it's called a Fleshlight, but us in post-production being like, this episode's going to be called it's called a Fleshlight, because we don't say that at all. Yeah,
we say flesh tube. I still would like Fleshlight to sponsor us.
If they ever listen to that episode, they'll be like, they don't even know what the fucking product is.
That is true. I'd sample their products if they sent some and wanted a sponsorship.
Listeners, you can't see this, but Liam is looking wistfully into the distance. Honestly, he just properly...
I was thinking about it.
It was a proper, like, looking off to the side.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Just sort of
whimsically.
Yeah. So, in that episode, you said that you wouldn't want to be sponsored without trying the products, which obviously...
No. In the episode, you just put words in my mouth about that, and then insisted on asking me what I would use a Fleshlight for. Don't try and use your word mazes now, Liam. That shit won't fly anymore.
I've lost that magical touch now. I don't think I can do it these days.
No, I've just learned how you do it.
Yeah, there's that as well.
You just can't get away with your bullshit anymore.
No. But yeah, I'm just saying, if they were to sponsor us, I'm willing to take one for the team and be the one that samples the products.
Cool, you can do that.
Happily.
Liam also in this episode forgot who his favourite human being of all time is, and accidentally said Vin Diesel. So
that came up several times in the feedback, actually.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
In the episode, you even realise, you're like, I think I say,
yeah,
you're talking about how Zac Efron's beautiful, and I'm like, but you didn't put him top, and then you're like, I forgot about him.
Yeah, I know. I think that I said this to Amanda when she raised it. I was like, that's just testament to how nervous I was about recording.
that you completely forgot about Zac Efron existing.
So let's jump into the feedback, because we've had...
give me some feedback.
We've had Amanda tweet us, and we've had Kat email us. I'm going to start with Kat's email.
Cool.
So, from Kat, friend of the show.
Your girlfriend.
Previous guest.
Liam's girlfriend, who he forced to listen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I made her listen while I was driving her around yesterday.
Oh, God.
So, my thoughts. It hasn't aged well, has it? At all.
Nope.
Can't believe Liam forgot, in quotes, Zac Efron at first when talking about hunky men. How times have changed. I'm glad you dropped the weird random music moments in the episode, which sound really out of place. Also, Liam has lived in 2 houses which have had baths, and he still hasn't read John Dice at the end.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think, to be fair, I think I did say in the episode, if you like John Dies at the end, you should read the book.
And
if I remember correctly, you don't like it.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
So, tweets from Amanda. We had several tweets from Amanda. She said, re-listened to it this morning. First, I'm sorry Ellie has to hear so much of her dead name and talk of facial hair, her sexuality, and would she use a fleshlight?
Yeah.
That couldn't have been easy to listen back to.
No, it isn't.
Other thoughts. Hey, there's interstitial music. Have I said that word right?
How do you spell it? Interstitial.
Interstitial. Let me say that again. Other thoughts. Hey, there's interstitial music. Ellie has gone on a journey of discovery over the past 3 years of the podcast, though possibly not the way Liam thought at the time.
Nope. Fair.
Entertainment news? Question mark. That went away fast.
Yep. Also fair.
Catching up with used to be Liam's favourite part of the show. And I can tell you why. Right, here's why. It's because
we used to... Listeners, we used to fold my reviews into catching up with, so it was technically my favourite part of the show because it had that in, and now that's my favourite part of the show. Whatever, Liam, no one cares.
There we go, Ellie's got that exactly right.
That was a weird impersonation. That wasn't meant to sound like Liam. I don't know who it was meant to sound like, and I'm sorry I did it.
Well,
honestly.
It's there now. And our loving anniversary special.
I've ruined it. Carry on.
When did you decide to make Swap My Culture the slogan and not the segment name? I don't think it was a deliberate decision.
Yeah, no idea. I think a lot of... That's one of the things, like I said, the beginning of the show is Welcome to the Nerd on Nerd podcast. And, like, I don't think there was an active choice to change these things.
Just lots of happy accidents.
Culture Swap sounds better than Swap My Culture.
Definitely.
As a title. And Swap My Culture is a much better tagline.
Yeah. Zephron would be disappointed that he wasn't named as Sexiest Man by Liam and was only added on later. What I don't get right is how, in my mind, before landing on Zephron, somehow I went Vin Diesel.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't think he'd make even my top 10.
No, I assume The Rock's higher than him.
Yeah, well, The Rock I did mention.
Yeah, but not higher than Vin Diesel.
No, so The Rock, Ryan Gosling, they're definitely... They stay. Obviously, Zac Efron's top. But, like, Chris Hemsworth, he'd have gone on there. What other hunky men are there that I like?
Sorry. Trying to think. Chris Pine? You into Chris Pine? No, fair. The other Hemsworth brothers? Are there two of them?
There's Liam Hemsworth, but nah.
No.
Tom Hardy, maybe?
Oh, Tom Hardy's definitely high up on mine.
I'm just trying to think of, like... I've just googled hunky famous men, and for some reason Ricky Gervais came up.
Weird.
Yeah, not who I would have gone with.
No.
Ben Affleck, I'd put.
Yeah, that's fair. Matt Damon?
Nah.
No?
Nah. Brad Pitt in his heyday, maybe. Oh, Jason Momoa. He could go on there.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't a section for you to be adding a lot of hunky men to your list, Liam, so can we just go back to the original point? Stop scrolling, I can see it in the reflection of your glasses.
Chris Pratt, maybe?
Close it!
Do you know what? Jake Gyllenhaal in Southpaw.
Okay, we're getting very distracted from the main topic here.
Michael B. Jordan.
Okay, cool. Yep, cool.
Yeah. Add a bit of chocolate to the drink.
Might have to edit that out. That felt weird.
Is that racist?
Probably.
That's not
Just go back to the original question.
Amanda said the episode is a bit rough around the edges, but it's good for a first episode. That's generous, Amanda. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you're being very generous.
I remember listening to it the first time and thinking, yeah, these guys are funny and their friendship shows through. I'll download the next one.
I like that you added that tone to Amanda there. Yeah, these guys are funny.
That's kind of how I imagine it. Like, I'll give them another go. And then we hooked her.
I would like to know specifically when Amanda was like, I'm going to keep listening to these guys. Like, because, like, I admit I sort of picture Amanda saying that in that first one as well. Sort of like, yeah, I'll give it a try. But Amanda's gone on to become, like, one of our biggest fans.
I think she's the only person out there, besides the two of us... Actually, no, fuck that, not even that. I think she's the only person out there that's listened to every single episode.
I think I've probably listened to every episode.
I haven't yet.
I think I have.
No, I think there's probably episodes that I edited that you maybe didn't listen to. But I don't know.
Well, I used to double check your episodes.
That's true. I will get there once I caught up with YouTube.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I can say safely, Amanda...
I mean, wait, just very quickly. 1 point. We've both listened to every episode, because we record them.
Yeah.
When we're saying these words, we are listening. So I think we've heard every episode.
There are definitely times where I'm talking and I can literally see you tuning out.
Oh, yeah, when you're reviewing boring films.
Exactly. So, Amanda listens to those, but I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Amanda said that we've both grown as podcasters over the last 3 years, and she's loved listening to every minute of it. thanks for being my first pod friends and for all the great entertainment.
Thanks, Amanda.
So, thank you for listening. I did respond to that saying, I honestly can't tell if we've grown or regressed sometimes.
I don't know why Liam's so negative about it.
Amanda said, totally grown. You are much more at ease on mic now.
Yeah, we are.
So...
Sometimes I wish the listeners could see your little face when you say some of these things.
What do you mean?
There was just an air of smugness. You could tell he was proud. Honestly, no, I think it would have touched Amanda's heart to see your little face light up like that, Liam.
Yeah, I think as long as we can keep making Amanda happy, that's all we could really ask for.
That's our only goal. Is we need to keep Amanda on board.
Yeah, as soon as Amanda's like, oh, I'm going to stop listening, we've done something very well.
Yeah, let us know if you ever want to stop listening, Amanda, because we'll quit.
No pressure. In all honesty, so, okay, this is our anniversary special, right? And we both enjoy doing the show. We both enjoy talking to each other.
Yep.
I don't know if we've done this on previous anniversary episodes or not, but I'd like to just take a little moment here and ask you...
I'm putting a suspicious face.
Yeah, you have a very suspicious face.
I don't like it.
Ask you if you have any, like, goals or plans for, like, the next year of Nerd on Nerd.
Yeah?
That you're willing to share with the listeners.
Yeah, sure. I mean, in terms of Nerd on Nerd, I just, I want the show to keep improving like I think it has been.
Yeah, at least one of us does.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then, like, my only other goal is to get out potentially the second podcast that we'll be doing.
Yeah.
Which is a goal for the early next year.
Yeah. For me...
Get the YouTube done?
Yeah, that's going to happen hopefully in the next year, I reckon.
Get below 1,090 films on your DVD tally?
Let's don't worry about that. That's just...
Sorry, you're trying to have an emotional moment and I'm ruining it. Carry on.
No, yeah. Let's not talk about the DVD tally this episode, I think, maybe. We're
going to.
No, my goal for next year is to try... This year, I think we've both been a bit slack. Or, yeah. No, I have at least.
We both have.
In trying to get guests on. Because it's a... it takes time getting timings all synced up and all that sort of stuff. We have had some guests on this year, but I want to make more of an effort next year to not only get some of our guests on to return, but also get some new guests on. Yeah,
big names. Chris Hemsworth.
Zac Efron.
Robert Downey Jr. We're going for everyone. We've got lots of pots on the fire.
Well, one thing that I really want to do next year as well is take some of our guests that have already been on and start mixing them up. So one plan that we've already discussed that they've agreed to is having Amanda and Kat join us together on an episode next year. So doing things like that, I think different sort of guest combinations is something that I'd like to try.
Okay.
When we started... You didn't know this because, or maybe you did. I don't remember. I always pictured Nerd on Nerd as being in little 6-episode seasons almost, which is why
I know you used to think this.
Yeah, Nerd News ran for 6 episodes. And the first 12, 18 was us experimenting with different things. We've since long forgotten all of that. But my goal was always every 6 episodes to get a guest, and I want to try and go back to that. If not,
I don't think you should set this goal out loud on the podcast. Well, no, if you fail to meet it.
It's not every 6 episode is a guest. Just within every 6, we have a guest.
Yeah, I still think this is a goal that you might not achieve.
We probably won't.
I mean, if you put it out to the universe, maybe it will happen, Liam.
Exactly.
Noel Edmonds would be completely on board with this.
Yeah, it might be like a vision board type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to put it out there, so we're held accountable to it.
You're such a teenager.
What? It could be
vision board.
It could be that we get towards the end of next year, and I'm like, shit, we haven't had any guests on. We've now got to have 5 episodes back to back of guests to make up the numbers.
I've got 3,000 DVDs to watch.
Anyway, so yeah, that's one thing that I'd like to work on next year.
Okay.
I've taken steps. I've started a little Google sheet.
It's funny when Liam tries to start a Google Sheet, listeners.
Don't worry about it.
He doesn't really understand them, but he's getting there.
I would also, on a personal level, like to fix the issue of why my audio sometimes clicks.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that we don't mention on the podcast very much. We did it when it first started. and you will have noticed it because it's in a fair few of the episodes, and recently it's come back again. Liam's audio clicks randomly,
but when
we've tried
record
everything,
test versions, and listen back, I don't find.
Liam's test versions are usually 10 seconds long, and usually the clicking starts 10 minutes in.
Yeah, exactly, and it's there's no visual identifier when you're recording that it's there.
Yeah.
So I can't tell until we've recorded, and I don't know what's causing it because it's so intermittent. So I'm like, well, is it a microphone issue? Is it a laptop issue?
We just don't know.
No. So that would be something.
But that's
maybe
a good goal. I think that's a good goal for you to try and get fixed.
I might try and get a new microphone. If any listeners have recommendations for microphones, we'll see. Any other goals? Probably not.
Get a big name on. That'd be quite cool.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No, but it's a good goal to have.
Alright, I think we can try. I have said to you,
I'd love to get the McElroy brothers on here. They'd never come on a show this small because they're one of the biggest podcasting names, and they have a TV show and shit. I'd love to get them on. I love those boys.
I'd like to get Jonathan Ross on.
All right, well, aim a bit lower, mate. He's got the idea that I'm so anti yours.
He's got a podcast he's recently launched. That's
yeah, but he's not going to like us.
Oh, no, he follows me on Twitter though.
Yeah, you've told me this before.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think
maybe just tweet him.
I think another goal that we should both work on is
how dare you?
Huh?
I said, how dare you?
is being a little bit more confident to approach bigger names and ask them to come on. Which is why I don't want to do it.
These are all. I feel like these are all goals that are sort of back scenes of the main show. I don't think we need to be putting all these on here.
I'll let you make the decision when you edit it.
Yeah. I liked your initial goals. I think you can just chill out on the goals now, Liam. You've done your goals. We've got goals.
No, I have one other goal, and that is to try and get more than an average of 20 listens an episode, which is a good number.
No, we get more than that.
Not on average.
I think on average.
No.
Yeah.
Not on new episodes.
Listens, are you talking about?
Yeah.
Depends on what you mean. Depends on how you're going to read those. Depends on how you read the stats. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
don't tell people our stats. They know they're bad. They don't need to hear it. I'm editing all this out. I wish we'd get more than 28 subscribers on YouTube.
More than 30 would be nice.
We have more subscribers than we get latest episode plays.
Yeah.
We do it at a weird time. It's fine.
No, look, here's the thing. I want the YouTube to get up to date. I want the podcast to get better. I want people to enjoy us. I want more guests. And I want both of us to just keep having fun.
Yeah, cool. Thanks. I think that's a good goal.
Thank you. Anything else?
How do you rate the first episode of Nerd on Nerd? 1 out of 5. Done? No.
Yeah, no, that's out of 5. That's a good question. I
honestly, I'm going to give it a 2, and that's not an insult to the first episode. I genuinely think we have better episodes.
I'm going to give it
way
a 3.
Better episodes. Okay.
I think it's all right. It's for the first episode. I think it's not terrible, but also it's not great.
I'd advise no one listens to it. To be honest, just start with introducing Ellie. It's everyone's favourite.
It is a fan favourite for some reason.
That annoys Liam. I love it.
That is a question. If you've listened this far, what is your favourite episode so far? Is it this one? Doubt it.
Wow. Oh, Liam, before we go.
Yeah.
Just to round off, this is a good anniversary show. We've had a good go of it.
What we're doing next
Let's round it off. Well,
for my birthday special?
Do you want to do that first? All right, go on then. I'll let you have your fun first.
Yeah, so it's my birthday. Well, here's the other thing that just grinds my gears, right?
Yeah.
Because my birthday is so inconveniently placed in the year, we always have to do my birthday special weeks before my actual birthday.
Yeah, because we've got the Christmas special coming out soon.
New Year's
Roundup's an episode.
Yeah. So,
So Liam has to put his little birthday episode in a bit early, and he doesn't like it. No. And I'm sorry for that, Liam.
Yeah, because I've just edited your birthday episode from 2017, and you have a great time. You get to talk about Princess Mononoke, and you get to talk about, and you're catching up with, all of your birthday things you did. I can't talk about the birthday things I did in my catching up with, because it's still 3 weeks until my fucking birthday. You can talk about
what you're going to do.
I'm going to Hamilton to see... No.
But not now. It's all falling apart at the end of the show, listeners.
At the end?
Alright, it's just the whole thing's just a slowly unravelling knot.
Yeah.
What are we doing for your... Everyone knows.
Birthday episode. My special birthday episode. I am going to be 31 years old.
Old.
And
Not old.
I mean, it can't be worse than last year, can it? At the end of the day.
No, if everyone probably remembers Liam having just getting so upset that he was going to be 30.
Yeah, that. And also the whole medical diagnosis the day
Oh,
before.
yeah, well, that was also bad. Obviously.
It wasn't a good year. No. We're 1 year later. No further closer to a cure yet, but, whatever. It's fine. God. It's fine. It's fine. Who needs eyes? I do.
You've got perfectly good ears. They have audio descriptions, Liam.
It's not the same. Anyway, so for my special birthday episode, I've been... This is very special, listeners. I feel honoured. Ellie has granted me permission to do a double bill, 2 films back to back.
I want this on the record. This is not permission for you to do this every time.
No.
Because this is exactly the kind of thing where a year from now you'll go, well, I did 2 last time, why can't I do 2 again? No.
No, I'll be like, why can't I do 3?
Yeah, exactly. This is very specifically, I'm allowing this this one time, because I'm nice.
Yes. Yeah. Also, I've really struggled coming up with something this year.
It gets harder, because I don't know, I just think we share a lot of interest, and we've already done a lot of the big things that we're interested in.
Like last year, I think I did Your Sister's Sister, right? To give you a good mumblecore experience.
Yeah, because we had the bad mumblecore, the good mumblecore.
The bad one wasn't a birthday special, though.
No, that's true. That was just a random mumblecore.
Yeah. So I was like, do I give Ellie another mumblecore? Because there's a really mumbly core that I want to give you, but I don't know if you're going to like it or not. And
and Liam made such a big fuss of all the times I'm mean to him. I'm doing that in air quotes for my birthday specials.
Yeah.
So it would have been such a dick move.
Yeah, so I've been granted this special permission to do this double bill. I will explain why I've chosen this on the next episode.
Yeah.
But what we are doing next time for Liam's super special birthday episode, Mamma Mia and Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
Sorry. I know we were having... This is a really good, friendly episode. We're having a good time. How are you pronouncing Mamma Mia?
Mamma Mia.
Are you saying Mama?
Mamma Mia.
Okay.
Is it Mama?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Mamma Mia?
Yeah, Mama.
Mama?
Yeah, it's not spelled M-U-M-M-A. It's not Mamma Mia. It's Mamma Mia. Have you listened to the song Mamma Mia?
It's not Mamma Mia.
Right. We've got some fact-checking to do.
That's fine. We'll save it for the next episode.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure...
Just a very quick point. You can send in your thoughts on this.
Yeah.
But we're recording this. We left... Basically, we deliberately postponed recording this one so we could get some feedback done.
Yeah.
We are recording this... We're recording the next episode either the day after this one comes up...
Yeah.
Or 2 days after. So you're not going to have a whole lot of time... to interact.
No,
but you can still send it in afterwards and we can do it.
Yeah, like send me birthday wishes and shit.
Yeah, still say happy birthday to Liam.
Yeah, and we'll read it out on our Christmas special, which will still probably be recorded before my birthday.
Sorry, Liam, that's Jesus' birthday, not yours.
I don't give a fuck. So, that's what we're doing next time. Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. I'm sure that's how they say it in the song.
Both of them. First one and the second one.
Yep. Back to back though, that's what I'm going to do. I don't know about you, but I'm watching them. I'm having tomorrow night. I'm watching them. Cat's out because she has to be for this,
and you're having a boys' night in.
Yes, gonna pop some sparkly and get a pizza.
Yeah,
and I'm just gonna watch these 2 films, and it's gonna be brilliant.
Fair enough.
But are you doing them back to back? Is my question.
Maybe I'll try, but like if I watch the first one and I hate it. I might not watch them back to back. I don't think I will.
I hope you don't.
You know me, I'm pretty... There's not many things on this show that I've been anti.
Yeah. And also, I just want to point out, there's no reason to watch it back to back.
Yeah.
I just think that'd be more fun.
That's just how Liam's doing it with his sparkly and pizza.
Yes, exactly. So that was it for Nerd on Nerd.
Oh, was it?
I think so, yeah.
Come on, it's the anniversary special, Liam. We need to give the listeners what they want.
They've had...
Because clearly, listeners, I don't know if you can pick up on this. Maybe it's just a visual thing.
Oh, I remember...
Liam doesn't want me to do the numbers.
I remembered another thing that was a bit that I quite enjoyed in episode 1. It's called a Fleshlight.
Was it the fact that I didn't do this?
No, it's when I talk about being cursed by a witch with a massive cock. So how can they find us on social media?
they can tweet us at 1067 was the last number that Liam gave me, or they can message us on Facebook at what is the current number, Liam?
What's the goal?
You've got to get by the. I think the goal is at the recording of the New Year special, right?
Yeah.
Which isn't technically a special, but I'm saying special.
Yeah.
At the recording of that, you have to be below 1091, which was the original start when we first started doing this.
Yeah.
Now, listeners, those of you keeping track, Liam is technically on 1067, but he bought a Disney box set of 50 films, which hadn't arrived the last time we recorded.
Yeah.
And also the Criterion sale was coming up, which Liam had traditionally spends too much money on.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he's a bit reticent to do this bit.
So there was a minor blessing with the Criterion sale, in that Barnes & Noble, right, who do the Criterion sale, have now stopped shipping to Europe.
Oh.
So
you couldn't get any. Didn't get any. Liam didn't get any films.
Well,
look at that, miracle. Christmas miracle, just in time.
I bought 3 on Amazon.
Yeah. 3 individual films.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not box sets.
Well, the thing is, right, I'd forgotten that a while back, and we're talking like a few months ago now, I ordered a Criterion box set on Amazon. I sort of forgot about. And it
forgot about it.
I just forgot I'd ordered it.
Now, Liam, do you understand why we're doing this list? Yeah. When you say things like that, this is what this whole list thing is meant to be helping you with.
It arrived, alright?
What was your reaction to it arriving? Just out of interest, were you like, oh cool, I got that box set I ordered? Or were you like, fuck, this is going to ruin the total?
It was that last one.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that it's starting to work then, Liam.
It is starting to work. I sent Amanda a picture of the box set when it arrived with just the word underneath saying, damn it.
How many is it?
I mean, the number now is 1,000.
Yeah.
And.
Yeah.
94.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what? That's at least just under 30 films? Well, I guess we're not factoring in.
It was 30 films. But I had watched a few, so that's why. So it was 30 films.
Okay. That's not good.
It's not great. Because now...
We're now 3 above the number.
Now I need to really hope that this Disney box set gets delayed.
Yeah, you do. And it's not going to.
That's due for release middle of December, I think. So it might not get here by the time we record.
But I believe I said in the last episode that I didn't know if I'd allow you to have that. I don't think you can claim a win.
It depends. It depends when we record.
Here's what my argument will be, right? And I think this is fair. If at the recording of the New Year special, you are below 1091, but the Disney films are arriving at some point, I don't think you get a win. I don't think I get a win. I think we have to call that a tie and then re-establish what the goal for the year after will be. And I think the punishment and prize will have to be bigger, obviously, if that happens.
I'm trying to figure out when this bloody... Oh, here we go. When it gets released. Fuck. It's released on the 3rd of December.
Oh, right, okay. So hopefully it will take them more than a month.
No, it's fine. So what we do is we record my birthday special on Tuesday, the Christmas special on Wednesday, and then the New Year's special on Thursday.
No, not quite.
Yeah, so, right, so, okay.
I love that you're going to be... I love that you're going to be worrying every time the post comes and rings the doorbell, where you're like, is this a big box of 50 DVDs? You could still watch 50 DVDs.
That's the goal now.
You've got a month.
I've got a month.
That's like 2 a day.
I finish work on the 20th of December.
Okay.
I'm not back to work until the 3rd of January.
Okay, so you've got a week and a bit over Christmas.
Yeah. I'm going to calm down playing my PlayStation, I think.
Yep. I think you might have to get below this.
Yep. And start watching the films I've got that are like an hour and 10 minutes long. And try and get like 2 of those done a night.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically the only way of doing this.
I think it might be, yeah. Oh, I'm excited now. This is like when you get in a race and suddenly you get into the last leg.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, now it's all to play for. Yeah,
because I was doing so well, and I think
you were so on track. months ago I'd given up. I was like, Liam's got it.
Yeah, you were pretty resigned to the fact that...
Not resigned. Like I always say, Liam, both outcomes to this are good for me. You either get below the number, and I'm like, cool, I've helped you like work towards this goal. Or you fail, I'm like, oh shit, my friend can't do this, but also I get to give him a shitty punishment.
Yeah. Next year is going to be my year.
Okay. Well, I think you said that last year as well. So
no, but next year, right? So this year was all about figuring out how to stop buying so many films. Next year's going to be getting that number below 1,000.
Sorry, do you think you achieved that goal? Because you bought 50 Disney films.
But it was only
and then
one
a box
purchase.
set that you'd forgotten about arrived.
Alright, so next... I'm making the claim on the podcast now. Whatever happens, next year, by the end of the year, it's going to be below 1,000.
Okay. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. That's bold. That's a bold claim.
All or nothing.
Alright, I'm down with it.
All or nothing.
I'm down with it, buddy. Liam said he can get below 1,000 next year.
Yeah, and I think if I do, that's it. We stop doing the DVD challenge.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. And then I can just buy as much as I want.
That's like the ultimate prize to this DVD challenge.
Because then
I'll stop doing it.
And I don't get held accountable, and I can just buy as many as I want.
That's fine. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Then I'm just going to move on to PlayStation 4 games.
Oh, let's not do that.
Right. Is that... No, we need to do... Liam, if people want to get in contact with us to wish you a happy birthday, or let us know about Mamma Mia.
Or if they want to send payment. Birthday payment. Bit of birthday
don't
money.
Do that, listeners. Don't send him money, please.
No, don't. No, but do send me nice thoughts and Zac Efron gifts, please, to @nerdonnerd. Or email us, nerdonnerdpod@gmail.com. Email us, like... I don't know, a story about Zac Efron wishing me a happy birthday. I'd like that. You can go on Facebook and put some Zac Efron pictures on there for me. That's Nerd on Nerd Pod. Facebook.com/Nerd on Nerd Pod. Rate and review us on iTunes. Give us a 5-star rating and say this is the best non-official Zac Efron podcast I've ever listened to.
If you do that enough, maybe Zac Efron will guest on the show next year.
Could you imagine, though?
It would be so weird.
I don't know if
you're getting distracted. Carry on. Don't get distracted.
I got distracted. Sorry. YouTube. Go to youtube.com. Just search Nerd on Nerd, all one word. Look us up. I don't know. Comment about Zac Efron on there as well. We've got reviews that are already on there of Zac Efron movies. Go give those some love. Give them some likes. Give them some shares. Oh, shit. I forgot about something for housekeeping. We had a comment on YouTube that I actually forgot about. I know our YouTube channel is actually getting comments now.
We're so well organised. Look at this.
This is my bad.
The end of the episode, and Liam's got a housekeeping.
That's my bad. YouTube ain't loading, fuck's sake.
Do you want me to load it?
Nah, it's alright, I'm getting there. Where are you? There it is. Okay. So, oh wait, it's loaded the wrong video. I've got it. So, on Dunkirk, reviewed by Liam, Patrick Hankin commented, saying, "It's not set over one day, it's set over 3 different timelines. Beach equals 7 days, sea equals 1 day, air equals 1 hour. The timelines converge at the end of the film, meaning that the events you see unfold in each timeline at the beginning of the film are very far apart, maximum 1 week, but by the end of the film, they are aligned as the film pulls each story together at the climax of the movie. So, the 3 stories, timelines, occur in sequence within their respective timelines, but the film cuts between them. In other words, until the last 10 minutes of the film, the events are not running parallel with each other."
Fair enough.
Correct. 100% correct. I don't know why in the review I said it was over the space of 1 day. Maybe because I don't plan my reviews as well as I should. But can't argue. So
you got caught out, Liam.
Do you know what? This is where YouTube is a blessing, really, because people can listen and can correct us on those rare occasions we're wrong, and we can say thank you.
Thanks, Patrick.
Thanks, Patrick. I appreciate you taking the time to explain the intricacies of Dunkirk to us like we're children.
Well, Patrick, a very, very quick question. What's it like in the year 2020? Do we have flying cars? see, Liam, the joke is that it will take him this long to hear this episode because he's a YouTube listener. I saw there was a look of confusion there on Liam, and I'll admit, the joke was a long throw, but I liked it.
Bye.
Bye.